175 fans. So, this past Saturday, we had David Benavidez taking on Anthony Yarde. And guys, David Benavidez does what David Benavidez does. He pretty much put a beat down on Anthony Yarde. I mean, in the beginning, Anthony Yarde kind of looked a little bit decent. You know, he was doing some boxing. He was okay. It was just in the first couple of rounds. I think that was just David Benavidez' fill-out rounds to kind of feel him out a little bit, see what's going on. But then as the later on goes on, pretty much what David Benavidez does best, he pretty much turns on that heat and annihilated him. Annihilated Anthony Yarde, stopping him completely, just beating him worse than he's ever been beaten. And that means against guys like Sergey Kovalev and Artur Beterbiev. Those are the guys that beaten Anthony Yarde before, but they did not beat him as bad as David Benavidez does. So he made a huge statement in the light heavyweight division. But funny as we say that about the light heavyweight division, that's not where he wants to stay at the moment. It seems like he's going against Zudov, I think his name's Zudov Ramirez, in the cruiserweight division. He's going to go up in weight. And I get that because it's just all these guys are so afraid to lose. I'm not saying afraid to fight. They're not afraid to fight. They want to fight, but they're afraid to lose. They don't want to be in a position where the odds are going to be against them. It feels like everybody wants to go in a fight where all the odds are in their favor. It's going to be an easy match. It's going to be an easy night, and they don't have to worry about anything. They don't have to really much do anything. Go in there, collect a paycheck, and win. That's it. And that's what boxing is not all about. It's about taking chances. It's about taking risks. It's about really testing yourself and proving yourself that you are the very best, and you only do that by going against the best. So he called out Dmitry Bivol. He's called out Artur Beterbiev. We all know the whole Canelo situation, and nobody's going against him. Nobody's fighting him. No one's taking him on. And it's very, very frustrating. I'm sure it's even more frustrating for David Benavidez. But for him to not get these fights and having to move up and weight everywhere to get fights, yeah, it's very depressing and very upsetting. So, excuse me. So with that being said, yeah, we got him up in cruiserweight. Should be fun. You know, it could be a little too much. You never know because of the weight difference. You're going up from 175. Now you're going up to 200. I believe the cruiserweight limit is. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a big test for David Benavidez. But if he continues to keep his strength, keep his power, and keep his speed up in that weight, then he should be able to do good. He's talked about going up to heavyweight, but that's not until much, much later. Much, much later. But I really hope next year he does get this fight with Beterbiev, with Bivol, because he deserves it. He deserves to be an undisputed champion of the world. He deserves to be the very best, the pound for pound number one, because he is the scariest guy right now. Nobody wants to go against him. Nobody. And when nobody wants to go against you, that makes you number one. That makes you the beast. That makes you the monster, which is his nickname. And you should definitely be crowned that. So hats off to Benavidez, and hopefully he gets more fights later on. Also on the card, you had Devin Haney making a huge statement within the welterweight division. You know, he looks so good in his match. I'm drawing a blank on his opponent's name right now, unfortunately. But with that being said, yeah, he just made a really big splash within the welterweights. You know, he's looking really, really good. We all saw what happened to him against the Ryan Garcia fight. We saw what happened to him in his previous fight back, I believe, May earlier this year. I mean, he has not looked great at all. He has not looked great at all. He got demolished by Ryan. He had a very, very, very boring fight in the May 2nd of this year fight. I mean, it's just been really, really frustrating to see Devin Haney. But now with the statement, and now looking as good as he does, and now him keen on wanting to fight other fighters and put himself out there more, then yeah, we definitely want to see what's going to be next for him, because the welterweight division is starting to get a little bit much more noise. You got Teofimo Lopez, you got Shakur Stevenson, you got Ryan Garcia rematch, you got Rolly Romero. You know, Manny Pacquiao for some reason is sticking around, but hopefully he doesn't stick around too long. But still, nonetheless, that's an option right there as well. So yeah, there's a lot for Devin Haney, and I'm very much looking forward to him. I want to see him against Ryan. I want to see him against Teofimo. I want to see him against all these young guys, these young lions that we have, like we used to get with the Durans, with the Hearns, with the Leonards, with the Marvin Haglers. We got all those when they were at their prime. So let's get these guys now. How about it? So let me know in the comments, guys, on what do you think is going to be next for Devin Haney. We already know what's next for David Benavidez. So let me know what you guys think is going to be next. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.